Yeah, I saw. Wonderful.
It's mid-morning at Edmonton's Norwood Elementary School, and these volunteers with a local charity are busier than ever, making nutritious lunches and snacks for students who need them. A noble task, but one that's getting harder and harder to fund.
We all know when we go to the grocery store, sometimes the nutritious food is usually the most expensive food. So at the same time we're seeing an increase in need, we're actually seeing an increase in the cost to run our program. And so we're feeling the pinch as well.
Across Canada, food programs in those schools lucky enough to have them are provided by a number of different organizations. They rely on funding from a patchwork of sources, including provincial and municipal governments and private donations. But they're all feeling the same squeeze: increased prices, increased demand. According to Breakfast Club of Canada, one of the biggest facilitators of school food programs, in the pre-pandemic days, on average, 30 to 40% of students would sign up for a free meal. Now, in some schools, that number is between 60 and 70%, an increase seen in that Edmonton school.
So last year we had just over 180 students accessing our school nutrition program, and this year we're well over 220, closer to 225.
The need and costs are so much higher, some food programs have had to scale back, but help could be on the horizon. Over a year ago, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tasked his ministers with developing a national school food program.
Well, we're still gathering all of this information, and I can tell you that we'll be, submitting that to my colleagues in Ottawa as well. But there's a lot of interest right across the country. Canada is one of the few OECD countries that doesn't have a national school food policy.
It's not clear if or when a national program will be implemented, but this expert says others need to step up in the meantime.
As the food prices go up, core funding to school food programs needs to be increased from provinces and territories.
To help ensure an empty belly never holds Canadian students back. Deanna Sumanak Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.